BBC General Hospital spoilers reveal that Willow is in a state of severe shock upon discovering the secret between Drew and Nina. This truth not only damages her trust in Drew but also stirs painful emotions related to Nina, whom she has always struggled to accept. While Willow tries to cope with the shock, Ava and Nina are quietly plotting a major move to shift the power dynamics in Port Charles. Their plan, built on clever calculations, could shake the authority Sonny holds. Ava, with her foresight, recognizes that this is the right time to strengthen her position. She works closely with Nina, who has no qualms about using all available resources to achieve their goal. Together, they are channeling their efforts into executing new actions, not just to protect themselves but also to ensure they can manipulate the situation in their favor. However, things aren't simple, as Sonny, despite facing personal struggles, still maintains a stronghold of power and influence in Port Charles. His authority becomes a significant obstacle for Ava and Nina's plan, escalating the tension to a new level. Will Willow, in her pain and anger, inadvertently become a pawn in this battle? And will Ava and Nina succeed in reshaping the situation, or will Sonny use his power to turn the tables? These conflicts promise to spark a new wave of dramatic events, where loyalty, love, and power will be tested like never before. Ava sees a huge opportunity to exploit the tensions Christina is facing, aiming to protect her own interests and solidify her position in the power struggle in Port Charles. Always skilled at turning situations to her advantage, Ava realizes that Christina's internal conflicts with the Corinthos family could be leveraged to achieve her own goals. But as things spiral out of control, Willow unexpectedly becomes the center of a new storm when she starts plotting revenge against Nina and Drew for their dangerous actions. After uncovering explosive secrets about Nina and Drew, Willow can no longer stay silent. Feeling betrayed by both of them, Willow is determined to seek justice and protect her family. She knows Nina poses a threat not only to her but also to Michael and their children. Willow begins to devise a plan of retaliation to expose Nina and Drew's schemes and destroy the trust they are trying to build. While Ava seeks to manipulate Christina's story for her own benefit, she doesn't realize that Willow is silently creating a new wave of tension. Willow is not only trying to protect her family but also wants to ensure that Nina and Drew face consequences for their dangerous actions. This drags all the characters into a new series of conflicts where schemes and revenge overlap, threatening to tear Port Charles apart. Will Ava succeed in manipulating Christina, or will her plan be derailed by Willow's unexpected moves? And can Willow carry out her revenge without letting things spiral out of control? Complex relationships, revenge plots, and power games are pushing everything in Port Charles to a dramatic crossroads, where no one can predict the outcome. Willow has finally made an important decision. She will take Michael to a medical facility in Germany for treatment, despite the difficulties and worries of being away from family. However, while Willow focuses on helping Michael recover, another story in Port Charles is quietly about to explode. Christina, Sonny's daughter, suddenly becomes a top contender to inherit his power, a role full of danger and responsibility. This decision by Sonny, though not official yet, has already started placing Christina at the heart of new conflicts. Christina, with her strong personality and desire to prove herself, seems ready to accept the challenge, but her involvement in the underground world creates unforeseen consequences. Sonny's enemies start to see Christina as a weakness they can exploit, leaving Sonny worried about his daughter's safety. This potential power shift is not only a significant event for Christina but also creates a major wave of tension within the Corinthos family. Some family members support Christina, while others, including Carly and Michael, may worry that she's not ready to face the pressures and dangers of this role. This divides the family, putting Sonny in a difficult position where he must choose between trusting his daughter and ensuring her safety. Meanwhile, Sonny's enemies begin to act, making this decision a greater threat than ever. Christina must not only deal with the pressure from her family but also the external risks, as every move she makes is being watched and manipulated. Sonny, with his health and position being challenged, faces a situation he cannot fully control. Will Christina prove she's capable of succeeding Sonny, or will this new role push her and the Corinthos family into danger? And can Sonny, in his weakened state, protect his daughter from the ever-looming schemes? This story is not only a turning point for Christina but also a huge challenge for Sonny, opening a new chapter of drama and danger in Port Charles. Ava is facing a series of complex changes, forcing her to adjust her approach to the new developments surrounding her. As someone who is always in control, Ava realizes that things have crossed the line this time when Rick unexpectedly steps in, bringing with him actions full of hidden agendas and schemes. The new connection Rick is building not only impacts Ava but also puts all of Port Charles at risk of disorder. Rick, with his craftiness and scheming, is gradually becoming a key figure in these new events. At first, his moves seem to simply support Ava in her plans. However, Ava quickly realizes that Rick is not merely an ally. His ambiguous actions reveal bigger ambitions, as he attempts to expand his power and control by aligning with influential figures in Port Charles. The connection Rick is building involves not only Ava but also reaches other key players in town. This puts Ava in a difficult position. She must not only deal with Rick's schemes but also protect her own position from new threats. Ava, always sharp at assessing situations, starts to realize that Rick may be using her as part of his larger plan, pulling her into a dangerous spiral she never anticipated. The situation becomes even more complicated as relationships and plots in Port Charles overlap. Rick seems to be taking every opportunity to manipulate both Ava and those around her, making himself an indispensable factor in these new events. Meanwhile, Ava, despite being aware of the risks, finds herself drawn into an ever more uncontrollable whirlpool of actions. She is forced to consider every move carefully, as even the smallest mistake could cause everything to unravel. The relationship between Ava and Rick grows more tense, especially as Rick's true ambitions come to light. Ava, while trying to protect her own interests, is faced with a big question. Can she continue to work with Rick to achieve her goals, or will she need to act to sever this connection before it becomes an uncontrollable danger? Meanwhile, Rick's actions not only put Ava in a difficult spot but also affect the power dynamics in Port Charles. Other characters begin to doubt and worry about Rick's sudden rise, increasing the tension between opposing forces. Ava, who has always made the most of her relationships, now faces the question of whether she can maintain her position in such a volatile world. Will Ava be able to turn the tables, using Rick as a tool to achieve her goals, or will she be drawn deeper into the power game Rick is orchestrating, becoming a victim in the very alliance she once saw as beneficial? This story promises to ignite a series of new conflicts, pushing Ava and Rick into a high-stakes battle of wits where even the smallest wrong decision could lead to irreparable consequences. Amidst the constant tests of power and loyalty, Port Charles once again stands on the brink of chaos, and Ava must prove her strength to avoid being swept away in the storm.